So yesterday just we discussed about the introduction of this code, and after that what we go to that we will see. Now first we will concentrate on so can you unmute? Yeah. So now we will see that Android history. How this Android has started and what are the steps it will be there, like that we will see here. So first this Android history has started. This was R&D has started on 2003. From 2003, it has started the process of this. So the first step here that so
Hello, it got no voice. So you are a mute, sir. I think you are not able to listen anything.
yeah. Just a minute, just come back. So here now, so this R&D has started in 2003. That was by a person called Andre Rubin. So basically, he was a Java developer. He was a Java developer. So one day he went to a shop to buy one digital camera. So then he surprised with price. By seeing the digital camera price, he surprised. Because compared to the normal camera, it is around 10 times greater price compared to the normal camera. Then he identified that what is the difference between these two. Then he got a one conclusion that so there is a one small difference, that is it has one matured software that is not. That is very basic. That is one basic embedded system. So this is one matured software it has. So he surprised that finally he bought that, but he decided that why can't we make a such software for digital camera? So he is supposed to create a software for digital camera. So that is he decided on 2003. But that is not a small task. So then he started one company called Android Inc. The company name has Android Inc. Then 3 members of his friends joined along with him. Then they started that R&D. R&D, that is research and development. So research and development, they started in 2003. And after by 2005, they got some solution. So they got some solution in 2005. In hand, they have one solution. If we go in this way, we will get a solution. Like that, they got the path. But to implement those in practically, it requires huge team as well as huge investment as well as the time. Total, they require 3. But actual problem has started here itself. Because from the last 2 years, they got stuck here in this R&D itself. So they don't have that alternate income source. So then right now, they don't have the funds to go next step. So slowly, whatever these 3 members, 4 members are, like 3 members, including Andre Rubin, 4 members are working on that. And also same time, they are approaching the different companies to help them some investment. Like that, they are approaching various companies. So finally, in the year 2007, Google has accepted their request and they invested some amount on this company. So finally in 2007, Google has invested some amount in this company. So that, but while investing that, so that they have discussed the feature scope of this. What are the feature scope of this? So they, in this R&D of that 4 years, right? In this 4 years, they has concluded a lot of points. And this lot of points, the first one, which is here now, the first one, it is first version they release for that is the digital cameras. The first version is for digital camera. Then after that, they're supposed to release that version for the mobile app. So that is a mobile software. Then next, they are going to launch mobile app as operating system. Means they're supposed to launch operating system, Android operating system, the next. Then after, they're supposed to release that in a store, that is a Play Store. They release now that Play Store, but they said that initially that store where users can install the apps. Then after that, development environment. So these all are their feature plans. Apart from this, there is one more major. This will be always an open source. Why? Because they developed this application under OCJA. OCJA is one community. So this community means this community, Open Handset Aliens. So who are the users who are develop the apps under OCJA, Open Handset Aliens? Those applications are always, it has the open source. So because of this is the reason, even now also, this Android has an open source, right? So these all are their plans. So as for this, like in 2007, almost in the starting of the 2007, the Google has invested some amount. So mid of 2007, they released the software, first version of software, that is for digital camera. So they released the digital camera, right? Then in 2008, so they released the first Android mobile, means Android mobile, that is Android mobile with company called HTC. Nowadays, there is no HTC, but on those days, there is an HTC is there. So through HTC in 2008, that is released. But even though if that was released in the market, the people are not coming and buying those mobiles, because as of now, what they are using, that is a stable and that is matured, because from longer back they are using. Even the manufacturer also thinking the same. This is the new software. Maybe this has the bugs. How we can trust this? Like that, they have that. Okay, then they went that R&D continuously in 2009. Then means this application is similar as previous mobiles, like nowadays how we are getting the basic mobiles, right? The basic mobiles which has some settings, games, contacts, messages, like that, with some features. Means it is one application, not as a software. This is one small software. That software will contain some of the features, like that. It is basic form, like basic things. Then in 2009, same through HTC, is released as a OS. So Android has released as a OS in 2009 with HTC. But even though if it is released as an operating system also, same, no one has not showing interest, because same reason, it is new. That too, even though if I buy that mobile any other side, So whatever the apps they are giving, that is okay, but there is no other apps to install that application, right? So similar that the people are not showing interest, then went to the next level. So that is in 2010. So the first version like means store has released. So once store has released, on the store they have uploaded some of the applications. So then that will be okay with that. Some people are showing interest. In a 2011, finally they released the development environment also. Once this development environment is released, so once the development has released, then it will be now the users can be add that means some of the manufacturers as well as that users are coming, manufacturers as well as some other end users. Same time development environment is released, development companies has showing interest to develop the applications. So because of these all the reasons, now that they got some trust, okay, we are going in a positive direction. So that they release the multiple versions like in a 3 months, 6 months gap, they release the multiple things, multiple opportunities, like they have released multiple things, so that in the span of short span that became an use, because every 3 months or 4 months, so they release the new version with new features. So that's the reason in a short like 3 to 4 years it became very huge in a market, right? In this gap they released a lot of versions. Just we'll see the lot of versions. Just a minute. Just I have to modify something here. Just I'm getting one client call here. Just 1 minute activities. Yeah, that's back. So now here, so this because of the versions, right? In this now there are a lot of versions updated. So now in this one by one we will see that. Just a minute, I'm dropping one message. Yeah, so that versions, we will see the versions. The first version is the cupcake. Then the next version is donut, eclair, froyo, gingerbread, honeycomb, ice cream sandwich, jelly beans, Kit Kat, lollipop, marshmallow, nugget, Oreo, pie, QRSTU. Now the latest is the wheat. Like this, there are lot of versions in a short span. These all are released one by one in a market. Right. So because of this one by one, like every initial days, every 3 to 4 months, sometimes even lesser than a 2 months gap, also some of the versions has updated. Or else in a same version, some of the drawbacks, which if he has any drawbacks, that resolved and just creating the component on end user side, so that it became very huge in the market. But here, if you identify, there are some similarities, like all item names are belongs to like the bakery related item, because Andy Rubin and his friends always eat such kind of food. So that's the reason that names would be like this. Also, all the versions have in a name of a alphabetical order, right? So this is our version. Like our next step has to, we have to go each and every version in a deeply. We have to discuss the features. Like before going to that version, now I would like to discuss a few more things here about Light. So whatever we are going to discuss in this course, that is here now what we can say that is a native Android development. So that is a native Android development. So normally the mobile applications, we have two types. One is a native development, other is a crash platform. So crash platform, this native development means whatever the code we are writing, that can be suitable for a single environment. So here it will be suitable for Android and or iOS. Means either Android or iOS. It will be only specific environment. So that by using Kotlin or Java we can do, but here we are doing with the Kotlin, right? The next one is a crash platform. So once we will write a code in a single platform that can be suitable for both Android and iOS. For this, the example as the Flutter, next React, Flutter, React. So these are all the major things like this. It will be suitable for both environment. But if you want to become a crash platform developer, you should have the knowledge on native development. So the next step of native development should be the crash platform. Until at least if you have one specific either iOS or Android, you can easily go with this crash platform. That is this, right? So that is the one. Like here, next step here. So there are two types of mobiles. Like in a categorization of mobiles or categories of mobiles, there are two types of categories in mobile. So one is the feature phone, other is the smartphone. So feature phone is nothing but whatever the basic mobile, whatever we are using the basic mobiles, right? Like 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, we are getting basic mobiles, Nokia, Samsung, those basic mobiles. Means those mobiles have limited space, limited features, means whatever the manufacturer has given, that contain only those features. So we cannot install or uninstall any applications on that, whatever that given, that we can use. But smartphones means here we can install and install, and it will come with the more features, more space, everything. Like Android and iOS are this example, and all the basic mobiles are the example for the feature phones. So that is the two things we have to use here, this, right? So this is the categorization of this, right? Now, so the next level application, mobile application. What is the meaning of mobile application? The mobile application is nothing but, so what is application we are creating that can be run in a mobile, so that we can say has a mobile application. But here in a Android, there is an Android mobile application also, mobile application development also. We have, there are the three categories as they here that. So first is the app development. First one is the app development. Second is the game development. Third is the OS level. So there are total three categories as here. So the three categories development here. One is the app, game. Next is the next level is the OS level. So OS level means this will be here. This will be, we will write in Java, Kotlin, even Python also we can write, but Python is not preferable. Nowadays, the Kotlin is the preferable. Here, this one mainly Java and Kotlin. This two. This will be in C and C++. But here, first one, app development could be in almost every company. We will get that. Every company we will get that level of that. In the next, that is the game development. Only is some of the companies we will get major game development. That will be in because it should be in a game development with a huge investment and huge team is required. So in a startup companies, that mostly the games could not be available, but that first app level app should be available in everywhere. And OS level, this is available only in a device manufacturers as well as in a Google that will be available, right? So that is this, right? Then next year, so these versions, like in this first two versions features, we will concentrate today. Then next tomorrow we'll continue there. First 2 or 3 versions, right? We will see. Like first version, it is in a cupcake, right? So this cupcake. So in this cupcake, what are the features in this version? So that we will concentrate in first now. So the cupcake, this cupcake has like 3 to 4 different features. So on that, what are the 3 to 4 features that we will see here? Just a so this is the cupcake, right? First version, this is the cupcake. So in this cupcake, now we have like, now if we see those features, we think that, oh, that is very small features, but those days it should be very huge. That is the first is the screen auto rotation. So auto rotation of the screen, like landscape to portrait, portrait to that landscape. So the auto rotation, landscape to portrait, portrait to landscape, that is the first feature in this, it is introduced. Then next is the dictionary option. While typing the message, the dictionary option could be available. So dictionary option. So the next is the dictionary option. And after that, copy paste option. Copy and paste option only in browser. Only in browser. Only in browser. Nowadays we can do everywhere, right? But this time it is only in a browser. Then some of the widgets, like some of the widgets as introduced, those are like clock, analog clock, analog clock, analog clock. Next, calendar, music player, etc. These all are introduced here. So these all are introduced here, right? This is the, these are our versions in this feature. Next, we can go with the donut. So this is the next version. So in this donut, the next year, this is the quick search. Quick search feature as introduced. Like here now we can search, and from the home screen, there is a Google icon, from there quick search, right? So that quick search, like that quick search feature has introduced. And the user can connect with the VPN, that virtual private network. Like some of the companies, they can set up that virtual private network. So only authorized users can connect to that Wi-Fi, so that we can connect with that. And voice search feature has introduced in this version. Voice search has introduced. Next, like compared to the previous version, like in this this version here, Google Play Store also introduced here. Google Play Store also introduced here. Next, battery percentage, like which application is using which battery, like that it will means which are the consuming more battery, that it is giving that indications in this, right? This is the feature. And the next is the Eclair. So this Eclair is the next version. So in this version now, we can have similar almost 3 to 4 features in this also. So in this, the first one is the Bluetooth. So previously it was not supporting the Bluetooth. Now it is supporting the Bluetooth. And calendar events, like I want to set up the reminders for the birthday and all. So those calendar events we can set up. So calendar events, meetings, and that the calendar events we can set up that. Then after that, calendar events. Next, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out options, zoom in, zoom out options in the browser. So these all are only features in this template. Next version, that is a Proyo. So this is the last version for today. So the Proyo, in this Proyo, so here it is, first one is that, sorry, in this there is a one drawback. It is no Adobe support. Here we got some drawback, that is a no Adobe support. Means those days Adobe support is a major important because Adobe PDF reader and animations and all playing on Adobe those days. That is the main support here. Now here it supports the Adobe. It supports Adobe Flash, so that it will be we can read the Flash as well as the PDF that we can read here this. And from here, multi-touch has introduced multi-touch based on the screen resolution. We can touch multi-touch, and day and night mode has introduced. So these all are like, by seeing now we are feeling that very small features, but day and night mode has introduced here this. Next, some security purposes, device policy manager has introduced, because some of the applications are saving the passwords locally, so that device policy manager has introduced. Also data backup, like I want to change the mobile or I want to reformat the mobile, so that for that data backup has introduced in this. From here we can share the hotspot also, user can share the hotspot also, your mobile data. And there is a drawback, that is here, it is not supporting for the internet. So no internet calling. On those days, internet calling means that is majorly the Skype. So it is not calling this Skype. That is the main drawback in this version. So from next Gingerbread onwards, we will see on tomorrow's class. Right, you have any questions, or it is clear?
Yeah, it's all clear. Like I have one doubt. Like Android was started by the Motorola, right? First time.
No. Motorola, later it will be after HTC. First it will started with HTC only.
Okay.
So means HTC is also one of the part of the race. It is a part of Motorola. Motorola and HTC almost the same companies. The days back after I means in 2009 both are merged, but previously it was.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.